What's up, y'all? You want to open up some cards? Boy, I sure do. I swear, after you get to ordering stuff on the eBay and uh, seeing the stuff come in, it builds up quick. And after a while, you just get to the point where you almost forget what you even got. This one here is one that I wanted to add to the collection. It's Matt Riddle from this year's Undisputed before they, changed his name again. So I dug that one, had to get it. I can't decide if I like the new fully loaded set that's out. I got some I'm looking at, might pull the trigger on, but so far I'm just like, I don't know, we'll see. Here's another cool Braves card that I've been looking at for a long time. Finally got one. It's Chris Chambliss. I always like those Topps Archive signature set cards that end up being a lot cheaper if you just buy the ones you want than taking a chance and buying some of those boxes. That's kind of where I'm at with the fully loaded stuff. It's like I'll just pick out the ones I want and just get them on the cheap. That's the name of the game to me, bro. All right, here comes another one. This is a recently departed Phil Necro from the Fleer Greats of the Game set from a few years back. I saw that one. I was like, must have for me. Oh, this is another fun one from back in the day that I'm sure a lot of people may or may not remember it. Fred Gibson from the Georgia Bulldogs. Still, I've come a long way with those press pass cards. I used to not care for them too much, but they're some of my favorites now. Especially with some of the deals you can get on guys that, went on to the big time. Some of these packaging jobs that guys do on eBay envelopes are just way too good. Put some extra. Oh yeah, this is talk about buying graded cards of cards that I loved when I was a kid. This is from 1992, Deion Sanders Prime Times card. It's an 8, which is right up my alley because you can take the high grades and straight up cram it, as far as I'm concerned. Just give me the card, brother. In a cool slab. And that's one of those cards that I do have, but then, pricing what it would take to get it graded, I was like, surely somebody will come have done that for me and I can just buy it from them. But then, there for a minute, the only ones I ever found were like 10s, and like what people were asking for it, like not interested. No, thank you. Okay, so we got some extra cards and somebody trying to be a good brother out there. Give me some trash to throw away. I think this is oh yeah, what this is I love when Topps does the retrospective commemorative sets of guys, and this is one they did, I believe it was probably 2019, of Ichiro Suzuki. So was blowing some eBay cash and had to get those. For my own entertainment, if nothing else. those eBay packaging jobs where it's like, man, how do you do this? Wrap it up way too good. Trying to not knock the camera over. All I want is a baseball card out of this envelope, and it's messing up my whole Christmas. Here we go. We're getting somewhere. Maybe. Come on now. There we go. Ace. All right. Man, this card right here. Speaking of just pick out the card you want and buy the one you want, I'm glad I waited. Rhea Ripley from the NXT set. She's in Chrome, Topps Finest, and I almost got some of those, but talk about a card that was going way over what I wanted to pay for it. But I'm glad I waited for this one just because this is the best card that she has as far as I'm concerned. You know, until, you know, the next one, but that's my favorite one of the Topps Finest and Chrome that are out there. This is, to me, the one you want to have. I think it's a good one. Look like they got this bubble envelope at the bottle shop. Nice and black. Oh, this is another one that I didn't have in the collection. I decided to get it. It's from, I believe this is Chrome. Lacey Evans. I thought, why not? I don't despise her the way some people do. Oh, here we go. It's not all wrestling cards in the collection. It's not all Braves and Falcons and Bulldogs and Hawks, but every once in a while you got to get some fun stuff from shows you like, and I love The Big Bang Theory, and they did some relic cards of the couples that I had just been on a mission to find these 3 cards all together from the same buyer, and I looked up and sure enough it happened, so I had to pull the trigger on that one. Pretty much the rest of it's wrestling Braves cards, but you know, not all of it, most of it. This is a card that I just had to get just for sentimental value of Julian Tavares. I know a lot of people out there saying, who? But I got to see him play back in the day in the minor leagues for the Burlington Indians. I had a card of his signed by him personally and could not tell you where it is to save my life. So I happened to come across that and said, oh, you know what, I need to right or wrong. And there you have it. Speaking of more cool graded cards, talk about a sweet card. Oh, Jesus, it's got a crack in it. Oh, what in the world am I going to do? Well, it's in a pretty tight little sealed thing. My old buddy. I just want to get the thing out so I can see the Joker of one of the coolest cards of these guys. It's Ozzy and Acuna Jr. Hello. I this is another one that's going to be well worth the wait for y'all, I'm sure. It's from a clear set from a few years ago of... Jesus God, y'all, why do you got to do all this? It's Jason Marquis, that's what I'm trying to get at. Jason Marquis from Fleer Tradition from several years back. God, yeah. Man, I love WWE Topps Heritage. This is a card that I needed to have. I don't have all the legends from this set, but most of them. And there was a Trish out there looking as only she can look. So I had to add that one. Oh man, my other mission is to get classic Braves players, and one of my rules that I implemented was to have them in the Braves uniform. There's certain guys I've just plain given up, but I had to get a Dennis Martinez. And it's kind of cool. He's almost from the same set as Julian that I got, so I got that going for me. There's just certain guys like Dennis and Kenny Lofton that I think there are actually some out there of them in the Braves uniform, but man, are they hard to come by. Another card that not a Braves player, but a card that I decided to branch out and get a few extra guys from my childhood that I really dug is Jose Canseco. Didn't even charge me extra $20 to sign it, so that's sweet of him. I can just do this one the old-fashioned way. Give it a shot. All right. Speaking of Atlanta players, Dikembe Mutombo. So, top loaders kind of... Why is that card so thick? Good Lord. Overdid it with that one. Oh, this is a guy that I bought from that had several WWE cards on the eBay. I don't know if you're like me, and sometimes when you get to using the eBay app, you're trying to be a last minute snake bidder like I am. Sometimes it's hard to tell if you won an auction, so you could move on to the next one and you bid on the next card, and I accidentally bought the same card twice, but it's not terrible because they're not exactly the same. There's two parallels of Emma. Got a silver and black. Don't know, there's no numbering on here, but I got those going for me by accident, but it's one of those good kind of accidents where it's like, I'll take that. This is one of those boxes where it's like, how did you even close this thing up, man? Let's see. We're getting there. It's going to be worth it, I promise. I'm just one of those eBay buyers that I like to peruse what else you got to sell, and that will determine if I want to, bid on your auctions or not. And this guy had many lots up that I was like, man, I need those. And so I ended up with several relic cards to add to the collection. I got a Seth Rollins, got another Seth Rollins, and the New Age Outlaws. Not on the same card, but that's cool with me. I don't have to have that. This is the Seth Rollins that I needed from him. It's I have the Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose from this year's Heritage set, so got kind of complete set for me. And he also had a Daniel Bryan, and well, speaking of Roman, there he is. So that completes my set with Dean and Daniel Bryan to go along with the guys. That's a good pickup, I felt like. Once in a while you get to some of these boxes, like, what did I order? And the last one, in way too big of a box, is a card that I've been after for a minute. It's from the women's division set from a few years ago, and for some reason got sent in some big thing like this. Like, really unnecessary. But it is of Kairi Sane. I always liked, just always dug that photo and dug that card set, and had to add that one. So that's what I got so far. I'll see y'all.